do not kill people in cold blood to resolve policy differences or express a viewpoint.
Please, this is Western consumerism. We kill for everything we do here. We kill for oil, for cobalt, for copper, for lithium. We kill for power and political posturing, for trade and territorial control. Hell, we kill simply because funneling taxpayer money into wars is immensely profitable for weapons manufacturing war profiteers. So we create and prolong and perpetuate conflicts to benefit the most homicidal maniacs on the planet. We actively enslave and kill people in the poor parts of the world to cheaply manufacture electronics and toys and candies and chocolates and fabrics full of poisons and toxins and carcinogens, so we can passively kill people in the rich parts of the world with cancers and defects and massively painful chronic diseases, who get pumped full of overpriced, deliberately addictive pharmaceuticals that milk them dry for every penny they're worth, and when there's nothing left to take, they get thrown aside and discarded like they have no worth at all. Please spare me your posturing and waxing poetic about Western morality and democratic virtue. Just because billionaires and CEOs kill without getting their hands dirty doesn't make them less guilty. Just because you signed a piece of paper stating certain types of murder are okay doesn't make it so. See, I know you think that people are happy about this, but you're wrong. This isn't joy. They're excited, sure, but that excitement is a product of rage, not joy, and that rage comes from a deep and dark, profound and prolonged sense of sorrow. There's nothing joyful about this situation at all, but people can only tolerate something for so long before they can't anymore. And well, I know you guys like rhetoric a lot, so I'll offer you some of your own back in return. The people have the right to defend themselves.
Simpsons predicts the U.S. will be in trouble in 2025. Part 2. As weeks pass, Springfield's situation only worsens. With no power, the town becomes a shadow of itself. People fight over dwindling resources, and small groups form to protect what little they have. Homer, who once took everything for granted, tries to become the leader of a small survival group. However, his attempts are more chaotic than helpful, leading to laughter in the middle of the crisis. Meanwhile, Lisa, always ahead of her time, starts researching and finding solutions to the power outages, but her ideas are often ignored. Marge, trying to keep the family together, organizes a small community garden in their backyard. As food becomes scarcer, the family must rely on each other more than ever before. One evening, just as things seem to settle, the mysterious drone returns. This time, it drops a strange package in the middle of the town square. As the townspeople gather around, they discover it's a message from an unknown source. The new normal has begun. Adjust accordingly. The tension builds, leaving Springfield uncertain about what's coming next. The struggle for survival intensifies. Follow for the next part of
To the people who ain't heard it yet, and this is going to Democrats and Republicans. We definitely need to know this. Ontario Premier Doug Ford threatened to cut off energy to the United States, and that was in response to Donald Trump saying that he was going to hit Canada with tariffs. Premier Doug Ford said he will go to the full extent, depending how far this goes, and we will go to the extent of cutting off their energy. And when he says their energy, he's talking about Michigan, New York State, and Wisconsin. He was also quoted saying, "I do not want this to happen, but this is my #1 job to protect Ontario and the Canadian." And he said this is definitely coming. Not if, he said definitely coming. And more than likely, it'll be on January 20th or January 21st. How real is that? Now, to be honest with you, that's crazy. I want to know what you think. I want to know what you think is going to happen. I want to know how you think this is going to play out, because honestly, it doesn't seem good at all. But, you know, we have time until January 20th. Maybe they could work something out. Hopefully they could work something out.
Are white people evil by nature? 1. Ice. The white man comes from the icy caves. He has a trauma called the Ice Age trauma. He has the need to control everything and everyone. 2. Terrorism. The pale man goes around the world dropping bombs on innocent people, and he has the nerve to call us criminals and savages. 3. Sympathy. Not once did this white man apologize for what he has done to the world. He has caused climate change, slavery, destabilization, and also involved in the extinctions of many animals.
So the drones are coming from the inside of the ocean.
After seeing 50 of them come off the ocean.
Advised after we made contact with that officer that there were 50 that came off the ocean.
50?
50. That was my reaction also. There were 50 that were coming off the ocean.
And this is a sworn officer.
A sworn officer, yes. We contacted state police, we contacted the FBI, we contacted the Coast Guard, at which point the Coast Guard went out with their boat and they reported seeing 13 following their boat. And then the Coast Guard also advised that they went over them about 300 feet and had a wingspan of about 8 feet.
I see one right here.
Did I see the same thing that officer saw? I'm still not sure. What I can show you is this video. What I can tell you is I've never seen anything like it before. Wow. In more than a month since these reports started.
Right out of the Pentagon. We now know why these drones are here. We now know what they're being used for. We know where the money came from to build them, and we know who built them. Breaking news. We failed several audits over the last 7 years. Last year it was $1 trillion. This year it was $800 billion. That's where the money came from to build these drones, and they are here as a distraction because Luigi Mangione united the people. He struck a match, and they cannot have us uniting together, and they cannot have us finding out the truths like TikTok. They're banning TikTok, which is taking away our First Amendment. They know that that's going to piss a lot of 170 million people on here, just in the United States. The Luigi Mangione struck a fire. CEOs are taking their faces off their websites. Look, those CEOs line the pockets of the politicians, and the politicians, you cut that money train, they don't have any loyalties. Here's where it is, folks. They're just distractions. Distract the people from what's going on when you take away everything from them. Breaking news. This is for entertainment purposes only. Nothing I say is true. It's just my opinion. You do the math. 1 + 1 always equals 2.
On September 11, 2001, if the people wouldn't have forcefully demanded that the spending budget was made public instead of accepting the narrative that the US government gave the media to spoon-feed the people's subconscious minds, then the real culprits of the 9/11 attacks would be in prison or put to death already. Instead, they're gloating in a sarcastic, successful plot to further their agenda of global dominion over the populations of Earth.
Nigga, this is what that jungle do. You been plotting, nigga, wasn't you? I should've never even fuck with you. Yeah, I started in the back, had to skip the line, no. I'ma keep that shit a stack till my fucking time go. Niggas throw you in the shade cause they wanna shine, no. Nigga throw me in the grave in the Ferragamo. Man, I can't believe they killed my fucking bro Quado. Shit was so deep, I had to say that with my eyes closed. That shit made me wanna treat a nigga like he John Doe. Nah, I know me Rondo, now that nigga John Doe. This is all I ever wanted, nigga. Why would I let you take it from me, nigga? I ain't stupid, ain't no dummy, nigga. A couple fingers on a couple triggers. Fuck with you, why would I fuck with you? You been plotting, nigga, wasn't you? I should've been watching from the jump with you. Fuck it, this is what that jungle do. Started what I started. Anybody want a problem? This is my shit. Tell them if they want a problem. I'm from Highbridge. Got a nigga with a shotgun up in my whip. Making bitches go retarded with this hard dick. Why you think my name is artist? I'm an artist. I woke up to a Menage. I'm just being honest. I get money if I want it. I'm a carpet. If a nigga want static, let him have it. Have you ever seen a mini semi-automatic? It go thumb like a drum, hit a beat blasting. When it come to that fire, I'ma fucking drag it. Nigga, this is what that jungle do. Nigga, this is what that jungle do. You been plotting, nigga, wasn't you? I should've never even fuck with you. I was walking in the rain with my Tim's on, stepping over puddles full of pain. It's a big storm. 13 on my ball mains. It's a big storm. In the club, let them make it rain like what, nigga? We don't fall with ya. No, I'm all about my box, nigga. I don't trust niggas ever since I was a young nigga. Coming up, nigga. Ain't nobody show me love, nigga. So it's fault, niggas. It's just us, nigga. Nigga, this is what that jungle do. Nigga, this is what that jungle do. That jungle turned me to a monster. That jungle made me go harder. That jungle turned me to a monster. That jungle made me go harder. That jungle turned me to a monster. That jungle made me go harder. The jungle turned me to a monster. The jungle made me go harder. The jungle turned me to a monster. Nigga, this is what that jungle do. Nigga, this is what the jungle do. Been plotting, nigga, wasn't you?